Hi kindergartners, Miss Harding here. We are going to work today on some addition story problems. What is a story problem? Think in your thinking brain. Have you worked on a story problem before? A story problem is when you are given a math problem that uses words instead of just numbers to have you figure out the answer. So, in order to find what the answer is, you first have to read what the problem is. I'm going to teach you some strategies on how to do some simple addition word problems. So if we look over here, we have a word problem, and I'm going to read it to you. Jane has 4 flowers. Sophie has 3 flowers. How many flowers do they have in all? What do you think this question is asking us? Let's go back and look. I'm going to take a green marker and I'm going to underline our question in green. Jane has 4 flowers, period. Well, if it's a period, it must not be our question because a period ends a statement. So let's keep going. Sophie has 3 flowers, period. Not a question. How many flowers do they have in all? Question mark. A question mark. We found our question. So let's underline that. How many flowers do they have in all? So this question is asking us how many altogether flowers do Jane and Sophie have? So then we have to figure out what numbers do we know already in our story problem. Jane has 4 flowers. There's 1. So we know if Jane has 4 flowers, we have one of our numbers right here. Now I'm going to get another color. Sophie has 3 flowers, and then here's another number. So we have Sophie and Jane's flowers. Next, we're going to solve our problem. So we know what problem they're asking us. How many flowers do they have in all? And we know that Jane has 4 flowers and Sophie has 3 flowers. So I'm going to write down or draw 4 flowers in blue because I marked that Jane has 4 flowers in blue up here. So down here, I'm going to draw some flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 of my blue flowers to tell us that Jane had 4. Sophie has 3 flowers, and I used an orange marker. So this time I'm going to draw 3 orange flowers. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 orange flowers. Now I can count to see how many flowers we have in all, or all together, the total. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many flowers do they have in all? They have 7. Now it says here to write an equation. So instead of drawing a picture, we can just take the numbers that we have in our story problem and enter them into our equation. So we knew that Jane had 4, Sophie has 3, and all together we have 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7. Now we can go down to a tens frame to solve the problem using a tens frame. To do that tens frame, I'm going to color in 4 blue circles to talk about the 4 flowers that Jane has. 2, 3, 4. So there's 4, and then we have to add 3 more orange circles for Sophie's flowers. 1, 2, 3. And when we have that finished, you can see we have 7 dots in our tens frame. Then we have cubes. So usually when we're in school and we have cubes, we have our little math blocks that we can stick together so we can help solve our math problems. Here, we're just going to use our markers to color it in. So I have to first grab my blue one for Jane, and we have to color in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got to color in the sides too. And then we have 3 orange ones. 1, 2, 3. Got to color in the sides. And if we were to combine our 4 blue ones with our 3 orange ones, we would get our answer of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's one way that we can work on solving our math problem. Jane has 4 flowers. Sophie has 3 flowers. How many flowers do they have in all? 7. This math problem gave us 2 math number partners to get our answer. Now, if I turn the page, we have a different type of story problem. In this story problem, we are given the total, the final answer, and one other number. So we are looking for the missing partner in this story problem. Jack needs $10 for a new game, but he only has $8. How many more dollars does Jack need to get his game? So we have to first find our find the problem that they're asking us to solve. So if I take my blue marker, we'll use blue this time for our question. Jack needs $10 for a new game, but he only has $8, period. That must not be our question. How many more dollars does Jack need to get his game? Question mark. There it is. There's our sentence that has a question mark at the end. So that is the problem we're solving. So let's underline that here. Now, it says Jack needs $10 for his game, but he only has $8. So we know that at the end, in total, he needs to have $10. So when we look at our equation, we know that he needs to have a total of 10. Then it says, but he only has $8. So if he only has $8, we know that one of our number partners is 8. 8 plus blank equals 10. Finding this missing partner is going to tell us how many more dollars Jack needs to get his game. So let's look over here. We know that in the end, we need to have $10. So I'm going to draw 10 rectangles, because dollars look like rectangles, over in our math drawing. These aren't very good. I know you guys could do better rectangles than this. So up here I have 10 rectangles for dollars. Now we know Jack has $8 already. So I'm going to color in 8 of our dollars orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To find the missing partner, we can count how many dollars we haven't colored in. Our answer to our problem would be how many are left. 1, 2. So we have figured out that we need 2 more dollars to get to 10 so Jack can get his game. So over here, 8 plus what missing partner equals 10? 2. Then down here at our tens frame, we can do the same thing we did before. Now that we know we need to have 10 all together, and a tens frame has 10 boxes in it, we can color in 8 circles for the 8 that we know Jack has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we know he has 8, and he needs to be able to fill this up because this tens frame represents the $10 that we know he needs. So how many more boxes need our boxes need circles to fill out our tens frame? 1, 2. Then with the cubes, we'll do the same thing again. We start with our first number partner, which we know, and we know that we need, or he already has $8. Fill those in over here. And then at the end, we know that he needs to have 10 all together. So let's fill out our tens cubes over here with all boxes filled in because Jack needs all 10 of these filled to be able to get his new video game. Then we have to find our missing partner. So if we have 8, let's count on to get to 10. 8, 9, 10. So there you have it. There are 2 different types of story problems. One where you're given both of the numbers and you have to find the answer. And then also we have a total, we're given a total, one of our number partners, and you have to solve for the missing partner. Now, your job this week on your bingo board is to create your own story problem. Are you able to write one? I bet you can. Can't wait to see them. Have a great week. Bye now.